Hey, good morning, Maria. Back with another video. It's 10:13 a.m. It is, let me see what day it is. Shoot, it's Wednesday the 30th, last day of September. Okay, so got up this morning and I was just like, oh God, another day of nothing, right? So I decided to go for a walk. And yes, I was going to go for a walk. And I'm sorry, if that makes me a rebel, then I guess I'm a rebel, okay, which I think is ridiculous. But anyway, I decided to go for a walk today. But as I was walking, I became extremely thirsty. I'm like, I forgot my water bottle. So I came back home and then I just like, well, maybe I'll go for a walk later. But I made an attempt to go for a walk. And so, which I'm not ashamed of. And, you know, I was thinking today about how these bullying issues can, obviously does affect the lives of other people and why it's wrong, you know, to do those sort of things. To where you get people who become agoraphobic because of the bullying. There's a lot of people who have a hard time leaving the house. And I don't leave the house mainly because there's no reason for me to. Like if I have to go to the store, then I'll go to the store, okay? I'll go for walks, you know, when the weather is good or whatever. But there's no reason for me. Where am I supposed to go? You know? So if people don't see me leaving the house, but it can make a person agoraphobic. You know, this issue of like gang stalking is devastating in many ways because it affects you financially, it affects you socially, obviously, it affects you in every aspect of your life. You know, it destroys relationships, which were probably perps in the beginning, in the first place, right? But still, you know, it shatters your entire foundation of living. And so this is one of the reasons why so many people get left in issues that are, you know, they're destitute or they become, you know, homeless or whatever. It's very destructive, okay? And it literally, you know, can take the desire to live out of a person, okay? It is a evil crime, okay? And I can see why it is a federal crime, you know, and these issues should be taken in consideration. There's some videos that pop up on my YouTube channel from time to time. They're usually about different things, you know, like there were some old movies that I haven't thought about in a long time, or movies that I had the opportunity to watch back when they first were released, but then, you know, for whatever reason I didn't get a chance to watch it, or just anything. There's strange things that I don't really necessarily seek out, but somehow they're suggesting this anyway. So I watch them, right? So they show this guy has this obsession with people who commit suicide, right? But he's constantly showing, you know, not really the background as to why these people did it, but he's talking about just like their age, and, you know, you look at their picture and you think to yourself, my God, why did you waste yourself? You know, what could a person at this particular age or this particular whatever, why would this person in their life? And I really had a serious thought, and it was quite profound. I kept thinking, you know, a lot of these things, these mental issues that people are dealing with are obviously coming from external factors, okay? Some of these people are living under a stress that their own families created for them, okay, that is unbearable to them. They had no consent. Somebody's asking or demanding too much of a person, and they feel like it's a no way out situation, okay? And to live a life to where you are empty, hollow, miserable, surrounding yourself with more misery every fucking day, and you're thinking, what are my options? What are my options? Okay? Seriously, the reason why they talk about the penalizing of this particular crime, and I posted on my Facebook, I don't remember the code it was, but it was a good one, okay? But it was basically talking about, you know, if death occurs under somebody being put under the system, this is one of the reasons why this law or this thing should be passed. It should be passed. It should be enforced, you know, because many people do commit suicide, okay? And I do believe that a lot of these people are victims of this, okay? The reason why they call it a silent killer is because they're not shooting you. They're not bashing you. They're not doing anything in front of your face, okay? It's no physical violence, but it's a surrounding environment that can literally cause this person to die. Okay, whether they're creating friction and issue to where people get so angry at this person that they kill them, or this person kills themselves because you have left them no way of survival. Okay, you ruin their reputation. Okay, you ruined their ability to get a job. You did all these things to a person. Why are they living? Oh, that's right, to come to a particular religion that you have no right to enforce this on a person. Okay, I did a video just recently on authority. And, obviously some of these people were fakes and fraudsters and everything else. Okay, I will tell you, no one has any authority over a woman who's almost 50 years old. And yes, I'm almost 50 years old. And see, because of my continuous bullying growing up, these people thought that I wasn't mentally able to do things. Maybe I was, they knew I was a smart person. I understood what I read and everything, okay? But maybe they thought that I was weird because of my different standards, my different interests, my different hobbies, okay? That was a part of my intellectual ability that they couldn't see. They couldn't see it. They couldn't recognize it. And a lot of times you see people who have talent, they have gifts, okay, but their parents, like for example, a guy might be very poetic, okay, and maybe his dad's like a football player, and his football loving dad is just like, hey, it's always about the team, it's all about winning, it's about getting out there, whatever. And this guy just wants to sit and write beautiful, flowery poetry all the time, okay? But his dad will never accept him as this, even if the kid wins multiple awards or gets recognition in several ways, he can become a millionaire, okay, off of his accomplishments. That dad will still always have an issue with that boy. And I remember watching, yes, I'm going to talk about a white artist, okay, because, I like all kinds of music. But I remember watching this biography about John Denver. And John Denver had a similar situation, right? John Denver was very, talented in other ways that his father wasn't, okay? And his father just didn't like his path. And it seemed like the guy ended up being successful. I mean, he sold records. People are fans of it, even though some people are ashamed to admit they like John Denver, okay? But still, okay? But to his dad, that didn't matter to him. He was not in a position to ever appreciate any of the gifts that his kid had, because he couldn't recognize it. To him, the idea or the epitome of what a man is supposed to be extremely masculine, extremely buff, maybe, doing sports, or maybe doing something that's war related or military related or something along those lines, just like this uber masculine person. But this is somebody that he really didn't truly appreciate because he wasn't in a position to do so, and this is my situation. So, anyway, so when you think about somebody abusing a person because they think that they're not mentally capable, or they think they're weird, or they think they're crazy, and you exploit this person, that speaks volumes. Nothing's wrong with me. I was just unfortunate to be born under a particular family, whatever, that didn't understand me and couldn't appreciate it. And yes, I made mistakes, but a lot of my mistakes were made kind of out of desperation, when I look at it. And I haven't really thought about it that deeply before until of all this stuff. This whole thing changed my life. And see, I think what you guys wanted, I'm talking about my previous perps or whatever, these people wanted me to change in a direction that is going to be more to their liking. Okay, they want me to be a part of a religion that, I don't agree with, that the structure is weird. And it's not because it's meant to try to make me more moral or anything like this, because the people who got involved in this, and I know the people who got involved, some of these people, okay, some of these people have no right trying to tell me how to live a moral life. They just don't. So what about, is it your religion? Is it just for the sake of argument? Anyway, I don't want to go into it too deeply, because really every day I'm trying to deal with this dark thoughts all the time because of this bullshit that I didn't deserve. And then I think about what happened over here at the farmer's place, by the way. All this time, I was thinking these girls who were working in the field were talking about me or about maybe they were suspecting that I was doing something with another employee, or maybe they thought that I was trying to be with the owner or something. This is the stuff I thought. I had no idea it had anything to do with the guy from high school. None. Okay? No way. I had no idea. Now, and then I'm sitting here dealing with this issue, and now I'm looking at this situation now. Bitch, this is a hate crime. All right? You don't belong in my life. You don't belong anywhere in my life. Okay? What you did was inappropriate. You dragged me into something I had nothing to do with. Nothing. So I hope this is a message to people who want to do things right, who at least have some sort of conscience, okay, and cares about the lives of other people. You don't have to love other people, but you should be somebody who works with integrity, okay? You don't go around bullying people, telling people what to do, how to live their life, harassing people, dragging people into jobbing, impoverishing them, taking away their jobs, and then having the nerve to come bring them into fake job interviews to fuck with them. Okay? I don't want to be like you. I don't. Okay? Stay the fuck out of my life. And I think it's most appropriate for me to say that. You had no right to do what you did. Okay? And then the whole idea of the manipulation of my employment, the people who sit there and want to try to spy on me and try to figure out what I'm doing. I have every right to goddamn do whatever I want to do. I just do. You know? I don't want to be in anyone's network. And I don't want to be anyone other than myself. You know? It's unfortunate that people can get turned into enemies with other people for no apparent reason. I didn't do anything to these people. But you vilify. This is what these people vilify. They vilify everything that they're jealous of. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? I'm sorry. And if you thought that I was actively trying to get the guy from high school. Now, when I first thought about this in 2016, I had a dream about him. In 2016, I kept thinking, okay, he must be behind it or have something to do with it. So I made attempts to contact this guy. Okay? But before all of that happened, no idea whatsoever. Just in 2016, I started looking at his Facebook page. Before all those other years, after he didn't respond to me in 2008, I didn't talk to the guy. Didn't write to him, didn't talk to him, no emails, no text messages, nothing. Nothing. I was going on with my life trying to figure out what the fuck was this bullshit going on at my work over there in Chatsworth. Trafficking, I want to tell you right now, I know that a lot of people think it's okay for people to manipulate your employment behind the scenes, but and sometimes that happens, okay? But you really have to evaluate the reasons why you're doing it, okay? Now, I've been stalked by the same person, okay? And these people must have thought that the only reason why I had anything that I had was because of this person. They completely devalue everything that I have to contribute. Just like over at the farmer's place, where I worked my ass off, okay? I'm working my ass off because I'm trying to build myself, okay, so that I can have a future, if that's not so much to ask. You greedy fucks. Anyway, so I'm sitting here trying my hardest, going above and beyond, doing all this other shit that wasn't even assigned to me, but they were throwing it at me and I was juggling it the best I could. And I was doing pretty goddamn good, okay? Only to find out that it was just a joke. Fuck you for trivializing my fucking life. Okay? I care about me. I don't care about you. And I have every right not to. Tell me I don't. Tell me I don't when I have missed out on so much of life because of these people. I'm almost 50 years old, and I'm damn proud to say it. I am 50, almost 50 years old, and I have worked for years, and I should not be in this situation. I don't deserve it. I don't. Oh, you're bitching about my hair. Oh, you're bitching about my clothes. I know how to dress for work, okay? I know how to dress for work. And you don't like my makeup? A lot of women wear makeup. Makeup is a common thing. I have gone to several stores. I've been to job interviews. I've seen people in town. I saw women come off an elevator just a few weeks ago. And guess what she was wearing? Makeup. And she had plenty of friends talking to her. She was enjoying her life like any other woman has the option to do. You either are one of those women or you don't. Now, they usually do have some idea about, they usually do have standards when it comes to work, okay? Work standards are usually, they usually say, what do you call it? Moderation, makeup in moderation. Meaning, they don't expect you to have like thick eyeliner, like Egyptian style eyeliner, and like fake eyelashes and like gobs and gobs of eyeshadow. No, most women don't wear that. Most women wear a little bit around their eyes and they tone up their cheeks. Some people wear lip gloss, some people wear lipsticks and whatever. It's always been that way. Okay, and as long as it's in good taste, it can be professional. It's not, and I'm getting tired of people telling me about, oh, I'm supposed to be married and all this other bullshit. Here's the thing, when you put a person in a position who has been scapegoated, okay, they've been also exposed throughout the community, okay, you create intrigue and people take interest in you for the wrong reasons, okay? There's not a goddamn person I trust anymore. Am I going to meet someone or am I going to meet a perp who's going to treat me and abuse me later? Who's going to somehow manipulate my employment, and if I try to get the fuck away from his abusive shit, he's going to keep me there? See, I'm tired of people trying to act like, that's the only option. You need to be married. I don't want to fucking be married. For my own fucking safety. Okay, get your head out of your fucking, over traditionalized, ass, and start thinking about other people who are not in their same shoes, who haven't walked your path. Okay, yes, there's plenty of women who are targeted individuals just like me. Some are black, some are white, some are Mexican. There's Jewish ones, there's people in Germany, there's people all over this world who are suffering the consequences of people who don't understand and relate to their situations. It's just that simple. If I wanted a guy, I would go out and get one. Like I said, at my age, single people, they want relationships. They're lonely. It's not that hard to get a boyfriend. It really isn't. Okay? But I'm tired of people fucking my shit up. I'm tired of people fucking abusing me. I don't want it. And I have to be very careful about who I come in contact with. So your irresponsible behavior has put my life in jeopardy. Think about that. And that's the root of so many other women's problems. And don't blame me for your fucking problems. You don't have to sit here and look at what I eat at work and sit here and talk about how, I just don't fit in. I don't fit in with your group. I don't. I don't want to be around people who want to bully other people. I just don't. Okay, are you concerned that I'm eating decent or eating well because you think I want your guy? You think I want the guy from high school? Let me tell you something. I had no idea he was even involved. Okay? And yes, I have always taken care or tried to take care of my body. There's been times where I would loosen up. Like, for example, you put on extra pounds or whatever, and it's like, oh, fuck no, I can't deal with this. So then you make it a stipulation. Oh, well, she needs to gain some weight. No, I'm not gaining weight. I'm not. Not unless, of course, it's the natural cycle of what I'm supposed to do, and it's not. I understand. People have bad habits. My family thought their habits were normal. They normalized this shit. And no, I'm not. I understand. It is a struggle. It is a struggle, okay? Because there's so many chemicals in food that people are losing control of what's going on. It's not their fault. It is not their fucking fault. Most people who are overweight, it's not their fault. Okay? It is not their fault. A lot of people do not fully understand, what they should and should not be eating. And I know it. I know. Okay? I'm not blaming them. Okay? But I don't like I don't like that feeling of being extra weight, with extra weight. I don't like it. When I moved here in this town, first time I moved in this town, I was skinnier. I was a lot skinnier. Okay? And I get penalized because you are jealous because you think that I'm, you know what? No, I don't. Okay, I will tell you what. When I first met that guy, I saw that guy, okay? I never really formally met him. When I was in high school, he was a very beautiful looking man. Strikingly beautiful. Tall, beautiful features, the deep eyes, everything. He was just like fucking gorgeous to me. Gorgeous. The most gorgeous person I had ever fucking seen in my life. Seriously. Okay? And I don't know what it was about the error that he set off, at the time, but I literally had my brain spinning. I thought he was mysterious. I thought he was interesting. He was intriguing. He might even be able to relate to me on certain things. I had all kinds of ideas in my head that aren't true. Because I took this beautiful looking person and put a personality into them that didn't match. Sure, he's beautiful, but he's a fucking asshole. You don't trivialize my fucking life. All right? Looks aren't everything. And just because I care about my looks, I'm going to tell you what, yes, I love to accessorize. I do. That doesn't mean I want a guy. I love clothes. I do. I like clothes. I like making clothes. I like the color. When I get in color, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, now I got this green on. What else can go with it? And if I find a pair of earrings with it, I'm fucking having a good day. I'm a woman. This is what we do. Some of us do, some don't, some more than others. But you know what? It's always been an option. But it's not for me, right? I can't. Why? Because you think I want your man. If I would have known what your man was, I would have been terrified of this man. Okay? If I would have known in the past what he really was, I would have been terrified of him. So go ahead and have him. But stay the fuck out of my shit. And don't you ever bother me again. So, anyway, yeah. I live a very modest life. I live a good life. To the best of my ability. Meaning, I made mistakes in the past. Of course I have. But I'm a good person. As good as you can be on the earth, okay? No one is good but God, they say. Okay? But I'm a good person to the point of where I have morals. I could never treat people like they treated me. I would never fucking treat people like they treated me. I wouldn't do it. Okay? But I am living a unique life. My life is unique. Just by the very fucking foundation that I actually arrived here on this earth, in this planet, and the existence that I had growing up, and then, everything, all of it, being stalked and fucking workplace mobbed and every goddamn other thing under the sun. I have not had enough of life yet. Because every time I tried to do anything for myself, I had these fucktards, stomping my shit out. For fun. Oh, because, she's crazy, she's a little dingy in the head. How fucked up are you if you find toying with somebody that you perceive to be mentally off? What kind of person are you? And that's what makes it easy for me to say, fuck off forever. I will say that I'm far more compassionate towards people with disabilities than I've ever been in my life. And no, I'm not disabled. But I know how they get treated. I know how they're disregarded. I know how people trivialize what they have to say, and they don't value anything what they have to say. They don't give a fuck. And I look at these people, and and I was thinking how there have been some people who say they talk about what's the word for it, euthanizing people like that. They talk about that. I remember reading books about this idea, like Hitler thought that these people were worthy of that. Would doing that, would that be humane? Do they have to suffer like that? You're fucked up. I mean, it's so fucked up what you guys do. It's fucked up. I don't need your religion for morals. Some of you guys are fucking your kids. Don't tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. Don't you ever tell me how I'm supposed to live my life. I'm sad that, I put so much effort into working a job that nobody gives a shit about. It was all for fun. Yeah, we only gave her that job because, whatever. Don't do that shit to people. People like me need their jobs. They need to make money. And it should not be like, oh, well, you need to choose between work and career, or love and career. It's always going to be fucking putting food on my table. Okay? I'm always going to choose that over some bullshit that's going to put my life in danger. Which I was saying this over and over and over again for the last fucking 5 years. And thousands of my videos that I've been making. And then they try to make you, I'm just, your shit is a mind fuck, is what it is. Because you've taken too much. Okay. Greedy, evil people is what you are. So, yeah. My pleasant thoughts of the past only involve me. Or, some of the people that I used to know that I don't really know about anymore. But mostly, it was the imagery, it was the scenery, the toys that I played with, those things. I could easily forget about every single last one of you guys. What I'm angry about is I have to feel the effects of what you did. And the fucked up thing is, you're always going to be respected in society, even though you've shown the world that you're garbage. Oh, that's right, because you're Christians, right? That little badge you wear so that you can look honorable in front of people. And I have my reasons for not joining churches, okay? Because not all of it's good. Some of it is. I don't need it, though. I mean, I spent a lot of time in prayer-like states. That's what I do. And no, I don't want to do it for a living. I don't want to trivialize it by adding money into it. It's sacred to me. It's very sacred. So what's Maria going to do now? Maria is trying her best to put shit behind. It's hard to find a job now. Because once this happens to you, people compete with you and they think it's funny because, they fucked your shit up and, you've basically been fucked over. So, I basically just have to get what I can get. And I'm trying to try new angles to it. Like, I want to open myself up to different opportunities. Maybe do some temp work here, there, everywhere. Depending on what it is. Maybe sometimes it might be organizing something for someone, or it might be teaching somebody something, or maybe they want to train people and then I train them, or maybe I might be entering data entry here and there. Just oddball shit. And I like oddball shit because it's elements of everything I've already done. So I'm just gonna be of service to the best to my ability. But one thing's for sure, I'm doing this under my name. Meaning, fuck off, perps, and leave me the hell alone. Okay? I'm tired of your shit. You're sick and you're fucking twisted. It's just that simple. So, but obviously I am having issues with it because like every day I'm living is a result of their bullshit. Every day is a result of what I have to deal with. I'm sitting here at home. And why am I at home? On Wednesday. Because of what they did. So yeah, you know, I'm a little irritated by that. I live a good life. I do. You know, I would prefer, you know, my son and I live separate in a lot of ways because, you know, I figure he has his life and I have mine. You know what I mean? But I'm very gracious that he was kind enough to take his mom in and take care of her because I'm fucking tired of this rat race, but I need to get back into the rat race on my own terms. Let me tell you, when it comes to your work, you better be happy. I know there's a lot of people who are just, you know, towing the line or they're wage slaves. They call them wage slaves because it's just, you know, there's no joy in it. But I want to talk about people who really put a thought into what they're doing now. Some people, they go to school, for example, for business administration, okay? And then they get to the job and then they fucking don't like it. And it's not that they don't like the work, because what they do, they want to be of service to the company and they want to serve the people in the administration department. And they want to, you know, they want to get things moving. But the sad part is that there's so much tension and there's so much gossip and there's so much cutthroat behavior and it's overwhelming. And somehow, somewhere, people lose the passion for what they do. You know, and it's sad, really. And some people are just kind of going along, you know, going with the motions every day. And it shouldn't be that way. See, I really do think that going to work is a joyous thing. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, when I go to work, I think people should wear nicer clothes. Decent clothes. It is a joyous thing to go to work. At least it used to be for me when I was under the delusion that my work mattered. But anyway, yeah, you should. You should take pride in your appearance. I do believe that. Do I think that you have to be overly glamorous? No. But your clothes should be, well, no, there are certain environments that you do go into where you wear jeans, and that's fine. But do your jeans have to be dirty? Should there be stains on your shirt? No. You know what I mean? I think I was vilified for shit that was just outright bullying. I really do. And it's obvious, you know, for shit that I had nothing to do with. So, but these people can live with themselves because they have the group that's going to sit there and reinforce their delusion that they're really not as bad as I'm making them out to be. But you are. You are. In my mind, you're the lowest scum of the earth. And I fucking hate you. Each and every one of you. And don't tell me I don't have the right to. Because I do. After almost 50 years of living hell. And yeah. Yeah. I just said it. I just said it. It's a nightmare knowing you people. So anyway. On with my life. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what my focus is, you know. I do want to be creative. You know, what I mean by creative, I would like to do presentations one day, but I don't want to start off with anything. I just want to go with the flow and see what people need and if I can help them in some way. Maybe it might be something small and it might be something bigger. You know, it might be for a work project. It might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it might be a month, maybe 6 months. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just taking it as it comes. See, I didn't expect to ever be in this situation. I figured I'd work to a certain age and then I would retire, you know. And there's a lot of people, whether they're targeted individuals or not, who are in this situation as well. But I know exactly why I'm in my situation. And believe me, if these people weren't involved in my life, I would be where I needed to be. I know I would be. You know, could have had a better life. Could have had a better life. You know? But I made the best of my life. Like, you know, I got thrown shit, right? And I've been given garbage, and I've dealt with their bullshit and everything else, okay? But overall, I don't need much to be happy. I really don't. I'm a thrift shopping type person. You know, I'm grateful for every little thing that I get. I really am. I'm content. I don't need a bunch of stuff. I don't need the latest gadgets. I'm happy with my laptop, you know. I have like a little Kindle and I have my phone. I'm fine with that. I don't really like technology. As a matter of fact, I'm trying very hard not to deal with technology as much as I possibly can, except for work. You know what I mean? Except for work. And that's it. You know, I don't want to be one of these people who are constantly on the internet. I want as little of shit. I want to keep my life separate. And yes, it can be. See, this is what my dumb perps thought, okay? And yes, I'm going to call them dumb and everything else under the sun because I have no regard for these people because they've obviously had no regard for me. So fuck you. Anyway, but they thought because I have certain talents and hobbies that this is shapes you and it's a part of you. Okay, we all have different parts of ourselves, okay? And there's certain things that you do at home on your free time. You have the right to enjoy things. Yes, you have the right to enjoy things. And you have the right to like art. You have the right to do the certain things you want to do. And they think, well, this is what they decide for you, what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And what they think your personality is. That is like, you are a control fucking freak beyond, okay? No, it's not. You know, but I do believe that you should add novelty to your surroundings. I do believe that. I do think that, you know, being unique is important. Not on purpose, but, you know, I just got dealt this. You know, this is the life that I was dealt. And this is what the result is. This is me. You know what I mean? I'm the woman, I'm almost 50 years old. I choose to be single for a very important reason. Because I am far more likely to be abused than anyone. Okay? There are many women who need their jobs, but whatever the case is, I am a result of what I experienced. For years of being trafficked. For years of workplace mobbing. For years of dealing with petty bickering, jealousy that came from an outside source that the employer could have controlled. But they didn't, because it was fun to abuse somebody that they thought was mentally off. Tell me why I shouldn't hate you. So anyway, you got to release these things, okay? You have to, and I'm a very honest person, okay? Honest with my feelings. Completely honest with my feelings. You know, I see no point in self-delusion. Because I've already hurt enough. And self-delusion is only going to add to the hurt. So just fucking call it as it is. And if that's what it is. But anyway, I am content with what I have in life. I don't need a lot. Like, I don't need a Mercedes. I mean, I literally need a car to get to point A to point B. And as long as I got that, that's fine. I would prefer my car to be nice and clean, okay? Which I really don't give too much of shit about it because my son's got his shit in the back. And, you know, when guys get their shit and stuff, it gets a little messy. And so it becomes overwhelming. It's like, whatever. Okay? But still, you know, it's a car. Okay? And that's really all that matters to me. Okay? But that doesn't mean that these people thought that, well, she's into, like, meditation and she does this. She's spiritual. So spiritual, they relate it to, like, oh, she likes to be like that monk type person where she doesn't need material possessions. So they decide you're fucking fake. Fuck you. No, I need things to make sure that I have money if I need it. You know? Some warped people. Yes, I am a very spiritual person. Okay? And I'm very content with little things in life. I am. I'm very content with little things in life. Like, there was a while, even when I was working, okay, and I've always been rather cheap, you know, a bargain type person. I used to collect scarves. You know, like those little scarves you wear. I wear them on my head, like when I used to go for walks and stuff like that. And I would just pick them up because they were colorful. And I would be so delighted to have my $1 scarf. I was like, oh, that's so cute. Sometimes I have little prints on it, whatever. Those little things make me happy. spools of like green thread make me happy. I get ecstatic when I see it. I'm like, oh, it's just so joyous. I love those things. I'm quirky, but I'm content. Yeah, I'm a content person. I don't need a bunch of shit. There's things that I have in my life that is more for sentimental value than it is for materialism. I don't have expensive things. I just don't. If somebody gave me a diamond ring, I would probably hawk it. You know, I don't like diamonds and stuff like that. And I know a lot of women are like, oh, you got to be kidding me. You don't like diamonds? No, I don't. I'm not a diamond person. I've seen diamonds on the hands of other women who are very dainty, and they got like the really thin fingers, and their hands are manicured, and their hands look stunning, okay? But that's not who I am. Yes, I do like fake nails, acrylic nails, and stuff like that. But I don't like a lot of jewelry, fine jewelry. What I like is the costume jewelry, like the costume jewelry with like maybe turquoise or silver type tones and stuff like that. Those are the things that I like. But I'm not materialistic. I'm just not. You know, most of the brands that come out, I'm not even really aware of. You know, these gadgets and all this other stuff I'm not really aware of, other than what comes out that may need to be done at work. And I enjoy things at work. I enjoy doing work. Okay, I do. I enjoy work. I do. I enjoy it. It's hard for people to understand how is it that you can be one wing and the other, because this is how you're supposed to be. And before you want to contest this is one of the reasons why we have the school system. The school system is built off the idea of making a person well-rounded, somebody who's able to do multiple things. So you're supposed to be able to learn history, arts, foreign language, fine art, foreign language, whatever. You're supposed to be well-rounded and use all of these elements to become the person that you're supposed to be. They're supposed to be under their system of indoctrination and everything else under the sun. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. It shows that you are well-rounded. You know, but because I've always been around people who don't understand me, I've been in very bad situations for a very long time. So anyway, and no, I'm not perfect. I don't have a perfect body. People need to stop thinking that, because I don't. Okay, I mean, I have flab like everyone else, and if I was that concerned about it, I would be toning it up. I would be doing everything. And there's been times where I did, okay, because I think those bodies are great. I do. When I see people who like that, I respect it. I respect it. Why? Because it takes a lot of self-love to be that person. Because everybody's going to sit here and try to tear you down. Everybody's going to try to attack you for shit that they know good and well is supposed to be the case. If you have a body that you have a good strong circulatory system, you don't have any excess weight on you, you are lean, okay? You are not putting your body isn't under any stress or anything like that. That's a commendable thing. Okay? But you deal with a lot of fucking petty, bitter, jealous people. Just like people who have money. Okay? You're going to deal with petty, jealous, bickering people. Okay? But my body's not perfect. Okay? I have flabby arms. I have flabby thighs. I mean, they're not toned. They're just not. If I was that vain, though, I mean, and I would constantly be at the gym. I'm not an exercise person. Somebody contacted me through Facebook Messenger about athletic gear, because I'm open to different opportunities. I'm just thinking, okay, personally, I think that might be good for some people, but I kind of listened to what was being said. I can't sport or promote athletic wear because I'm not athletic. I don't even really like anything athletic. When it comes to when I go for walks, I usually wear these little half Converse looking things that I got. I don't really like exercise gear. I don't like the sweatpants, the spandex. I don't like any of that shit. I'm not athletic. So when I'm going out for walks because it's clearing my head. Because I'm tired of being cooped up in this house and I want to talk to myself. I want to be inspired by the leaves and the trees and the ones that I can actually see. And look at some of the old homes. Some of these people have their houses decorated really cute, so I want to see that. Autumn's coming. People are going to have their little Halloween decorations. I want to see that. They're little, small, pleasurable things that I tend to take pleasure in, you know? And so I get vilified for that. I get vilified for every goddamn thing. It's ridiculous. And then they throw you out of employment for it. That's dumb. If you created a controversy over my lifestyle, which you obviously have, that was wrong of you to do. You know, this is one of the reasons why I'm being bullied, and it's wrong. But I'm not going to change my life for anyone. And like I was talking about how some of these people get forced into suicide. This is the kind of shit that irresponsible people do. Try to put people in situations where their life becomes unbearable. Okay? If I was forced to go to one of these churches that made me as mindless as these perps were, and they were like, you got to go there, I would fucking blow my goddamn brains out. Because I don't ever want to be anything like these people. I don't want to think like you. I don't want to look like you. I don't want to act like you. In any way, shape, or form. It's beneath me to believe in shit that's just that fucking tyrannical and crazy. It just is. So anyway, about my life now, that's what I'm doing right now. You know, and I want to go out and I want to meet people and talk and do things, but you deal with a lot of anxiety. I do have anxiety issues because of all of this, you know, and it will cause that. Some people become agoraphobic. Some people don't ever want to leave the house. They get to the point where they just can't leave. I do want to leave, okay? But still, it is uncomfortable for me. Like, when I get around people now, it's like, because these people thought that I was having an affair with the guy from high school. And then they were judging me based on all things that I had no control over. No control over whatsoever. And it was irresponsible for the employers to allow this shit to happen. It was completely irresponsible. Really, like I said, that fucking family farm should be my fucking family farm, is really what it should be. And she had no right to act on the owner's behalf. Whether her husband or whoever arranged that job or whatever, she had no right to work on behalf of the entire company. And if he, the owner, gave her consent to do that, we had a problem. You know, which is one of the reasons why your ass should have been sued. Like I said, there was so much trivialization of my life at that job. You know, I think there was Ellen. I was watching a segment. There was these two black dudes that were talking about, they keep up on current events. So I was watching this video about oh, obviously there's people are talking more about this workplace harassment and people living under, inhumane work conditions. And apparently this shit's been going on at her studio production set, right? People were getting upset with her. And then she, you know, her apology, I saw this on a clip of it, and it was horrible because as she was apologizing, she, at the end of it, she gave a promotion to her black, one of her black associates that work underneath her. And I kept thinking, she's trying to have her ass. Okay? That was trying to make her seem like she was, you know what? It's bullshit, okay? And it's not so much about race either that went on over at Ellen's place. It's just her toxic work environments is basically what it was. You know? Because when you work under those conditions, I will tell you what it's like to work under those conditions. No one should have to work under those conditions. No one should. No one should have to fucking be bullied by people that they're terrified by. And when you make several statements that you're terrified of these people and they continue to comply with your stalkers and they bully you and they do stupid stuff, trying to force a religion and all this other shit on you, that affects people. It affects the way you sleep, causes heart attacks, strokes. Serious. Tyrannical shit. That shouldn't happen. You know? She should be under fire. Every employer who operates their business in such a manner should be under fire. And it should be exposed, it should be talked about, and these people should be sued. Period. Okay? I'm living the result of these people. They think, oh, you know what, she can just go ahead and live with her son forever and ever and ever. We're going to decide her fate and her fucking destiny. This is what she's going to do. How dare you tell me how I'm supposed to live my life, or set up arrangements, or act like I'm supposed to bow to some of this fucking authority. I don't give a flying fuck about my blood family. Okay? They enjoyed every fucking minute of their abuse. So now it's a wake-up call for what they really are. Yeah, that's what you are. So now you know what you are and what you've caused. And when employers participate in harassment, in abuse, the denying rights of people, the trivialization of your goals, and thinking that, well, you're going to go ahead and work this job, but we can just going to take it away from you. You're fucking trafficking. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to go on and on about it, but obviously I'm not completely over this issue. And I'm not going to be over it for a very long time. Okay? You had no right to pose those ultimatums on me, especially because they were personal. I ain't got nothing to do with your husband. I don't have anything to do with him. Okay? Now I fully understand the whole thing? No. I don't care how cute he is. How cute are you now? You're fucking disgusting to me. So anyway, I think I said everything I needed to say. I wish somebody would try to take this shit to court, because I could sure use the money. I tell you what, I could use that money. I really could. And God knows I deserve it. And just like the lady who got, in that clip that I showed you about her boss, you know, taking the call, thinking that was law enforcement, and then making the girl take off her clothes and everything, this sort of exploitation. A girl was exploited. Okay? And I don't want to hear about, oh, well, I thought it was, you know, to me, you cannot possibly be that stupid. You know? Then I got these so-called educated people with their fucking bachelor's and master's degrees looking down at me and acting like, well, you don't know. How dare you not know that this was fucking illegal? Huh? And if you didn't know it was illegal, you at least knew it was rude, it was making me feel uncomfortable, and you knew it was socially isolating me. You have no excuse for your evil. You're just fucking evil. Anyway, I really do need to get over this. And I'm trying to get on with my life. So anyway, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my next step, because I need to just really start thinking about how I'm going to make money. And I need something. So I need to figure it out. And it's hard, because it's like, you know, I'm just coming out telling people the truth. I don't want to go into it to the point of where, you know, I start naming names, but I'm going to just be very open about it. Because I don't have anything else to say. And I'm taking it as an approach as necessarily as a job applicant. I'm actually looking for people that I can work in their business, bounce around, and just get to know people. Kind of enjoy myself as I'm going along. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make a living for myself. After being cheated out of my life. Anyway, I hope the community has learned a lesson. And other people who've watched this. And I hope that this helped targeted individuals and hopefully inspired them to take some time to think about going backtracking everywhere that you were, what happened, what was going on. And I do think Facebook plays a large role in this. Think about what's going on Facebook in the last few years when all this happened, with the people's reactions. You got to pinpoint who did this to you. You got to pinpoint it. Okay? That's just one of the steps. And you're going to have to get closure from all the trauma, because it is traumatizing. It is extremely traumatizing that somebody would do this to you. Okay, knowing that you were struggling, knowing that you were trying to put a roof over your head, knowing that you were all alone, knowing that they make sure that you don't have any support system, they cut you off from your friends are probably fake, all of this shit, okay, this hurt that you're living with every day, they did it to you. The ones who claim to love you and care about you, that were grinning in your face all the time. That right there is a heartache, okay? But at least it's going to help get you one step closer. And I'm not even completely finished yet. Okay? But it's a part of it. Do your thinking. For my perps, you already know you're pieces of shit, so I don't need to say it again. But because I need to release it, and because I'm a law-abiding citizen and I can't wipe you off the face of the planet, which you fucking goddamn deserve, and don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm right about this. So for you guys, you know where I stand on this. Okay? Take your genocidal shit somewhere else. And that's all I really have to say. So, to all targeted individuals, stay safe.